So I thought I'd do a super quick video on how to get rust off a rusty axle. Now, I've had a few karts where rust has accumulated on the axle before and I haven't known how to get rid of it. I purchased this kart a few days ago and it came with a bunch of rusty axles, including this one. And this was the rusty axle that was on it. Now, as you can see, it is no longer rusty. And I'm going to show you how it went from this to looking like this 24 hours later. Super cheap and super simple. Now, if you've got a rusty axle, all you're going to need is some PVC. PVC needs to be just a bit thicker than the axle itself, obviously, and probably at least an extra 10 centimeters longer than the axle is. On the end of the PVC, you just want a cap, and you also want to PVC glue it just to make sure it doesn't come off. All you do next, chuck your axle down into the PVC, and the secret ingredient is white vinegar. Now, I ended up needing a little less than 6 liters. You just pour in enough to cover the top of the axle so the whole thing's submerged. You leave the axle in the white vinegar for 24 hours and then you pull it out. Now, when you pull it out, it will still look a little bit like this. All you got to do is go over to your tap, get the hose out, start putting the water over, and just start rubbing it with a brush. And no joke, the rust just comes off like it's some old craft glue. It's super simple. It took me less than 5 minutes to get the toothbrush and rub all the rust off this axle. And you can see, like, obviously it's not perfect, but I seriously can't see any rust on it anymore. And that's just from being submerged in this white vinegar for 24 hours. So that's it. Same goes for if you've got any tools. If you've got any rusty tools, rusty pliers, just chuck it into a container, submerge it in the white vinegar, leave it for 24 hours, take it out 24 hours later, run it under the tap, scrub it, and it will come up looking like this. Hope it helps. Super cheap and easy way to do it. Yeah, best of luck.